the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. When you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete right side to Connect.
And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on first down. Jack. And they'll run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again. This is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Evan Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Shamrocks are on the board here first in the season opener. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there, going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the drive ends up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now, to be consistent in all of his processes.
Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play action. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Lock now to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They bring their punter out there now. Back deep, C.D. Lamb. It's taken to the 26. Well, a nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jack. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, Jack. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And in for a touchdown. Cole Kmet, 58 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. give right side. Stockton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Stockton shedding through the defense. Boom! Down fighting through tackles. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Stockton. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do, because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he gets gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Jack able to hit his target lane.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Shamrocks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Wide open receiver complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Lock now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing that with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Locke's throw taken in by Snead.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some excellent games to pick from in that early window. So let's highlight the one going on in London, as that promises to give the folks over there a real good taste of NFL football. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stockton. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. And right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Inside the 40 to the 39.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Lott. Quickly here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.